So Diego has just decided these are all his branches, and he just quickly marked it so there's no mistake. Diego. So he just wants to show us that these are all his. Enzo. Oh yes, I forgot to tell everybody. Seems like I got a new tree. Again. So, as those glass panels were just standing there, I saw some branches coming out the side, but I didn't realize it's a whole tree. So yeah, a new palm tree starting to grow. And it's big enough for the tigers to be around it. Of course, it gets a problem if you want to try and get a new tree in by the tigers. It's almost impossible. They will take it out and play with it. So that one is a bit bigger than they're not gonna just pull it out and run around with it. So there it is. They're so friendly to one another. And I'm getting ready to go get their food right. Then they can eat. Diego just sniffing that branch. Yeah, tigers are actually very naughty. Whenever you leave something around them, they will take it. They will eat it. I've tried many things, trying to give them special toys and things, but it's very seldom that you find something that actually lasts, because they are so strong and they just take it. And let me just get up the way of that tail. Yeah, it was close. So yeah, that's the one thing you have to keep in mind when you have a tiger. You have to make sure that they are always entertained and that they have toys. And finding the right toys is sometimes a full-time job. There is a good example of that. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people tell me, plastic, try and keep plastic away from them. It's true, it will be better, but plastic is also something that stays in one piece. They don't chew parts off and swallow it. So I feel quite confident with those little motorbikes that they will be fine having them. Because I mean, if you start taking away everything, it's not possible to just take away everything. Then you have to find that happy medium where it's safe for them, they've got their entertainment, and everyone can be happy. And this is a little pregnant cat, so you know, it's too late. It's gonna happen. She's gonna have little kittens, and there was no way of telling. She was still so young, and we didn't have a spade yet. And now she's gonna have kittens, but that's okay. I think a lot of people has actually taken that up wrong. Sometimes if you ask someone, do you want a kitten? They think that it will be extra work and it will not be worth it at the end. They are wrong. This is so worth it. I mean, at the pound you find so many cats and dogs and animals, And people don't realize that those animals are there for your entertainment and to fulfill your life. And you are able to fulfill theirs. So people should not look at those little... Let him just first do whatever he wants to do. All about the branches. So yeah, people should not really think that it's a burden to have them. I see it totally different. I can't imagine not having kittens. And she's going to be so happy, and she's going to raise them, and they're going to be fine. If there's someone who would like to have one, I will probably give them away. Although I don't even think in that direction. I would rather keep them. Wow, how can I not keep them? They're gonna bring so much joy, and it's gonna be amazing having them. I mean, look at these two. This little one and all of these. Every single one of these animals are bringing something to the party, and it's great. So yeah, I think people have been trained to think the wrong way. They have been told when you ever get an animal, it's going to be a burden, and it's going to be a lot of work, and it's not going to be nice. It is exactly the opposite of all of those things. I don't think you can live a happy life without them. So yeah, I think just think about that. Maybe this is what we need. This is what we want. We just don't know it. And yeah, it is work to give them food and to care for them. But imagine for kids how much training an animal like this is providing. Not a tiger, obviously, but a kitten. Those children are growing up loving that animal and getting attached to it. And when it passes away, they feel the sadness. And they grow in every step of that way. So it's well worth having one. Well, I don't think I'm going to just talk anybody into going to the pound and go adopt a couple of kittens, but it's worth a shot. And I think it is well worth it for the children. It is something that children has to learn throughout their lives, to care for something smaller than they are, like an animal. And I was going to try and rescue every animal I can find. And then I decided, now look at these two. That's now because of the branches. They wanted both. Just like that. And this is not an aggressive thing. They are just playing. Although it doesn't sound like it. Okay, where were I when Diego decided to make his noises? He's just sitting here. Let me just talk to them. Kom nou julle twee. Enzo, Diego, Jong, Enzokie. Toe. Look at Enzo now, right on these branches. He says, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. I can't even remember what I was saying. But in any case, yeah, I thought I should rescue every single animal in the world. And it's not really possible for one person on the other side of the world to do that. But I hope that I can encourage people to do what I do. And especially children. If they are able to learn to take care of animals, well, then it can happen. People can rescue them and everybody gets something out of it. So, yeah, I hope that I can encourage people to go to the pound, go and adopt a dog, a cat, or any animal for that matter. Wild animals, all animals are wild animals to me. They are not all tame. And there's so many times that a dog might bite someone, and nobody expected it because they are not tame. And the other thing is, a wild animal in South Africa might be a tame animal somewhere else in the world. It depends on the paperwork, and paperwork doesn't quite cut it. So, like these animals, they don't even exist in South Africa. On paper, they don't exist, but here it is. They are here. I've got them at my house. I'm looking after them. They're having a great time. I've built a relationship with them, but they don't exist in our legislation. So paperwork don't only not work in one direction, it also doesn't work in many other directions. So wild animals, even if it's a wild animal, you can take care of it, even if it doesn't stay inside your house. But if you start feeding them, you're going to have to keep on feeding them. That's one thing people have to realize about wild animals. So that's like these. I fed them, I kept them, I've got an enclosure for them, they're happy. I have to keep on feeding them, and I have to keep on looking after them. There's no way they can be set free. So yeah, that is something you have to realize. If you've got an animal, if it's a bird, an owl, something living in a tree, well, I guess if it's on your property, it's just about yours. But depending on where in the world you are situated. So this thing is so huge, and it just keeps on going. But animals are all, treat them all like wild animals. They are not tame, especially dogs. Dogs are very unpredictable sometimes. So I would recommend a cat as the perfect pet, especially for young children. If they are able to grow up with a cat in the house. And the nice thing about that also is when you get a dog, the dog will be more tolerant to anything if it's grown up with a cat. Not a tiger cat for that matter, but Diego is really not happy that Enzo came here and pushed him around for his branches. And he's getting irritated with all my talking. These tigers are so sensitive. And he's just rubbed the wrong way, so he is really, really not happy with my talking. Just gonna give it a second. And he's combing his hair so nicely. Look at that. Oh, he's just telling me, stop talking. Enzo's in the pool, getting out of the pool now. And he's combing his hair so perfectly on these paws with his tongue. Yeah, that's a little bit more talking. I'm not gonna bother him too much. I don't like to bother the tigers. Sometimes you can't help it. I mean, he has to also accept me talking. But yeah, Enzo there in the pool. I don't know where exactly he is at the moment. There's a part of him coming out. I know it's a ball. Couldn't even can see that. Still checking this out. Well guys, thanks for listening. I hope we can save every single animal and human in the world. It's possible. We just have to train the children to take over where we have left off. So, on that thought, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel and have a good day.